Hello and welcome to our third video about set theory. In this video, this is going to be an example of a recursive set definition that is a little bit trickier than the one that we did in the original set definitions video. And this will be more relevant to mathematically modeling languages. So hopefully you will find it interesting. All right, so we're going to start by talking about a phenomenon in Hawaiian, which has to do with the syllable structure of this language. So in Hawaiian, you can have syllables that are made up of a consonant and a vowel, so something like pa or po or something like that would be good syllables. Or you can have syllables that are made up of just a vowel. Now, there are no other syllables allowed in Hawaiian, so that means you can't have syllables like the lovely English strength, right, which has tons of consonants around that one vowel, right? You can't have syllables like that in Hawaiian, and this is just a trait of the language. So that means when you look at, if you take away the type of sound that you're using, and you just look at whether it's a consonant or a vowel, you have these lovely little skeletons of words that you can create, right? So you can create consonant, vowel, vowel sequences, right? So this would be a 3-syllable word in Hawaiian, or you could have a word that's just a vowel, or you could have a word that's consonant, vowel, a consonant, and a vowel, so on and so forth. There's a lot of different ways that you can play with this because any syllable can follow any other syllable. Now imagine that you're trying to create a set W, which is the set of words, which is the set of all possible consonant and vowel orders in Hawaiian, right? So this is how we're going to describe it, is the set of all possible consonant vowel orders in Hawaiian. We could describe it just in words like this. We could describe it using set builder notation in words again, or we could define it recursively, and this will allow us to do a lot more. All right, so the first step in any recursive set definition is a base case, right? So we have to look at what is the smallest, most basic example of something that is a word of Hawaiian that we can add to our set. And in this case, we actually need to have 2 base cases, right? So we're going to start out like this. We're going to say CV is a member of W. Or no, here, let's write this down here so we can have some space to work through later steps. CV is a member of W, right? And V is a member of W, right? So these are our 2 most basic words. This would be acceptable, or this would be acceptable. Those are the most basic words of Hawaiian. That gives us a base case. So let's start talking about what's in W, right? So we have CV and we have V. Over here, this is all the things we've got in W. Right? All right. Now we move on to the tricky one, which is the recursive case. This is the one that's going to happen over and over again and is going to repeat and recur, right? So in this case, we're going to have to say something about if X is a member of W, then, right? That's how you start every recursive case definition. If you've got something that is in W, then what do we do to figure out what the next possible word is, right? So we go back to this and we look at these, right? So if you've got a CV, we could do 2 possible things to add to this word. We could either add a vowel syllable, or we could add a consonant vowel syllable, right? And that would create another good word, right? So we say if X is in W, then X plus CV is a member of W, and, right, this is a second case, X plus V is a member of W, right? So this is, we can take a good syllable and add a good syllable to it, or we can take a good syllable and add a good syllable to it, because there's two different types of good syllables. So let's look at how this plays out, right? So here we have an X that is in W. What do we do with it? We both have to say that CV plus CV is in W, and that CV plus V is in W. Here we have another good syllable. We both have to say that VCV is in W, and that VV is in W, right? And then we just keep doing that. We keep dividing, adding two other possibilities every time. And you keep getting more and more possible words that get longer and longer. And this will eventually give you all the possible sequences of consonants and vowels in a language with a system like Hawaiian. Finally, at the end, we have a bounding clause, which we have to put in, which says that you can't have words like this, right? Anything that hasn't been created using this recursive case is not allowed. And so the statement that we say is there are no other members of W. And ta-da, we have recursively defined the set of all possible consonant vowel orders in Hawaiian. You will do another example like this probably in your homework, so I hope that this has helped.